Welcome everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is our gameplay through of Eldritch Horror. You're watching Season 2, Episode 13 of Great Old One Cthulhu versus the investigators, parapsychologist Agatha Crane, martial artist Lily Chen, and the astronomer Norman Withers. We will do a quick recap of turn 12, then jump right into turn 13 playthrough. Genealogy of Cthulhu, August Moldenhauer, links below. Review and read-throughs on our Pontos Fathom Press channel. Really supports the channel. Thank you for your purchase, and also just leaving a comment, liking, subscribing, sharing helps us to grow the channel. Checking out our Patreon, really appreciate the help. Want to bring you guys some great gameplay and board game content. We've got videos of other Cthulhu board games as well. Cthulhu Death May Die, miniature painting, a little bit of gunpla work going on, and some of our new projects coming up, including Killing with Bogman game sneak peek. That'll be coming up, some behind the scenes stuff on the Patreon for that, as well as a Cthulhu Eldritch Horror mod, a edition based on the Cthulhu journals that check out. That'll be coming up in future games. This game we're playing the Forgotten Endings and the Final Mythos, and you can check out my video here that talks about those. Okay, so let's get back to recap of turn 12. All the gates are closed. There was a monster surge, but the gates were closed. And Agatha has placed 2 of the tokens on Rilia Risen. Norman Withers gained another clue. And we are ready for turn 13. So at the top of the investigator stack is our lead investigator, Agatha Crane. She will do a healing action for her sanity, just in case. And also she has performed 1 action or ritual. She has +2 during that action. Once per round, you may pass a test as a part of a spell and gain a clue. So she's got plenty of clues. I think I'll just get her healed up with sanity, with 1 extra sanity in case something happens horribly in the Mythos Phase, as usually can happen, or in her resolution of her encounter in Rilia. Next up is Lily Chen. She's closed the gate in Rome. I will have her also, I guess, move to the pyramids, or maybe she should be moving toward Rilia as well, just to be safe. Let's have her do that. She will. She's all healed up, so let's have her gain a boat token, just to have it, and she will. She can move toward this clue. So let's have her have that encounter with the clue. She can gain another clue that could be helpful. And finally, with Norman Withers, he will gain and spend a boat token to get to this final clue, and that is his action phase. So action phases are complete, and let's move on to the encounter phases. So for encounter, we'll start out with Agatha. She will have the encounter with Rilia. She will get to launch a 3rd Rilia Risen card. Enormous silhouettes of flying creatures descend from the clouds. The star spawn have arrived. They attack with bone-chilling ferocity. So she needs to do a strength test, but she is able to increase her strength test. She can re-roll a die from her lucky cigarette case. She's taken up smoking, but we'll forgive her. She gets 4, 5, or 6s for her wins, and she can gain +3, 5. So she can gain some. Okay. So -1 for this attack. A 4 can be a 5. She can also re-roll Add a 1 to any die. So this 4 becomes, 4 is a success. This will become a success as well. So she has passed. So she passes the test, and now she goes to, you survive their onslaught and hide yourself in a small cavern. You wait there for a reprieve, listening to the terrible alien shrieks of the creatures. She will pass a will test and passes. If you pass, they are active on the mystery. If you pass, they eventually relent. Place 1 Eldritch token on the active mystery. If you fail, the noise... Okay, we don't need to know about if you fail. So if you pass, she places an Eldritch token on the active mystery. Okay, so Really Arisen again. Agatha Crane is the one woman racing through the cyclopean halls of slime-covered Really Arisen. Lily Chen, next up. She will have a Cthulhu research encounter in the wilderness. Once the serpent people contact you telepathically to make a deal and share information about the deep ones, you may gain a dark pact condition to gain this clue. If you do not gain the condition, you will regret it. Lose 2 sanity and gain a poisoned condition. So I guess she has to get a dark pact condition. She will gain the dark pact condition. And that's how she will pass this one. This is looking for dark pact condition here in the pile. And we can read that one. So the dark pact condition, maybe it's over here. Corruption, condition, bane, detained, lost in time and space, cursed conditions, blight conditions, elusive condition, debt conditions, diseased, infection, poisoned, righteous, living luck, blessed, injury, head injury, hunger, despair, amnesia, relentless, elusive, practiced. Why don't I see dark pack? Oh, dark pack, got it. Okay, dark pack condition. She has a dark pack condition now, and she's able to gain this clue. So this is great for Lily Chen. Add this to our discard tray. It's quite a mess. I kind of like using, this is the first time I've used the discard tray. I think I like using that. And then makes cleanup just a sorting effort. Okay, so last is Norman Withers. Norman Withers is going to also have a research encounter. So let's pull his Cthulhu research encounter. He is in a sea space. Sea space says, you listen intently as the island natives tell you a folk tale. So Norman Withers will roll his observation -1. And he fails. And if you fail, the story has a damaging effect on your mind. Gain a hallucination condition. So now Norman Withers is hallucinating, which doesn't sound good. So he has a hallucinating condition. And let's see what that gives him. Paranoia, amnesia, debt, funding, disease, infection, righteous, elusive, living link, head injury, internal injury, haunted, wanted, hypothermia. Guys, leave me a link. What's the best way that you guys set up your, I've got my condition cards here in a sort of the Rolodex style, where I can go through these conditions and look for the condition he's gaining is a hallucination condition. But how do you guys set yours up? I mean, Is there a better way? Okay, here's a hallucination condition. We just grab one. Let's see, Norman Withers' hallucination madness. When you perform a rest action, so it's on a rest, so that's good to know. We can discard his research encounter. He does not get the clue. Let's move on to the Mythos Phase. So Mythos Phase, a few Mythos cards left. It may be all over, but let's see what's going on. So first Mythos item is to advance the Omen track. So the Omen track advances. There are no gates open. We will resolve reckonings. So they've got 3 reckonings all here to be resolved. First reckoning is each of the investigators on a C space that does not contain an Eldritch token places an Eldritch token on that C space. So Norman, Eldritch token. And Lily, Chen, and there's an Eldritch token also with Agatha. Next we have, wow, sorry about that, guys. Next we have more reckonings. So reckoning for that is completed. Reckoning for each of these. There's a boon reckoning. Roll a 1 die. On a 1 or a 2, discard this card. So that boon, that does not reckon. Are there any monster reckonings? No. There's a deal, the Dark Pact for Lily Chen. She rolls a die. She gets a 6, so on a 1, it's time to fulfill her bargain. She does not get the reckoning. Norman Withers' madness, test his mind. Test his mind, he fails. Flip this card. Delusions. You now see that all of this supposed evidence you've been collecting is just nonsense. Discard all your clues. Your head feels clear now. All of the monsters and conspiracies you've been hunting are obviously figments of your imagination. Discard this card. Okay, wow, so all his clues and research is trash. That is a great card. I love that one. That's like, what a defeat after all these turns to have that be your ending. So I think we might be okay though. Norman Withers' madness condition, it happens in the reckoning. Final thing of this Mythos card is the gate spawn. So we do have a gate spawned. It's in back to his alma mater, Miskatonic, Arkham. Monster is spawned. It is a star vampire, which is fitting for this Cthulhu. Okay, let's read the final Mythos. Let's just read the Mythos. Finally, let's read the Mythos's impact. Sitting down for a simple meal at a restaurant, it strikes you how alien the people around you seem. After everything you've been through and all the arcane secrets you've learned, can you truly think of yourself as one of them? The maitre d' asks you to please stop carving into the table with the knife. Treacherous magic. Each investigator may discard any number of spells and then lose 1 sanity for each spell he has. Each investigator that lost sanity from this effect also gains a madness condition. So you can discard your spells, otherwise you're going to get madness. So let's have, let's discard spells, I guess. So no spells, and discard 2 spells here. So no one is going to lose sanity, but they will discard these 4 spells, which is a huge blow to the characters. But let's see if it matters in the end. So Mythos card is completed. Game 13. And it says, at the end of the Mythos, if there's Eldritch tokens, solve the mystery. When 3 mysteries have been solved, solve the game. So it looks like Agatha's efforts in Rilliet have caused us to win the game. So let us go then. So it is game round 13. We will go to the unique victory of investigators win, Cthulhu does not awaken. Investigators win and complete all victory conditions. Well, what were all the victory conditions? We have eons ago, Cthulhu came from the stars with his star-spawned brethren. Now he sleeps in the sunken city of Rilliet, waiting for the stars to be right again. So it looks like we have we can use any of these unique victories. So we did not encounter Cthulhu at all to win, so we will not use that unique victory. That's like when you actually Cthulhu rises and you still win. So let's just kind of shuffle these forgotten endings, and then we'll just sort of randomly pick the first one. So now we are playing that game mechanic of the victory for the investigators. And it says, investigators win, Cthulhu does not awaken. And let's read it. Attack on Devil's Reef. Entering a half-empty Boston eatery, you see the hall with your eyes, glad that you didn't have to meet somewhere at the pier, because for an hour it's been raining cats and dogs, and not literally, you remind yourself, not yet. You sit down at the table opposite a man with his hat pulled down over his eyes and give him the package. Everything you need is here, and even more, you speak confidently. We'll see, but you won't have another chance, he answers. He gets up and leaves. So it's sort of like you're handing over a package of all the evidence. A week later, you were informed that a group of torpedo boats destroyed the so-called Dagon, and a submarine torpedo megalithic structures in a deep trench near Devil's Reef. Though the mystical relief was not found, the signs of the arrived Cthulhu ceased, and the cultists disappeared as if they never existed. So the idea here is this attack on Devil's Reef is, the idea is you have intelligence on Cthulhu, so sort of like Agatha has gotten intelligence back to one of the investigators who hands over a package to the military. They go and launch an attack, and basically Cthulhu will not rise. All the cult activity has died down, and we have stopped the rise of Cthulhu. What do you guys think? How was that game playthrough? Cthulhu did not rise. A very quick game playthrough. Only 13 turns. I will do a post-game thoughts on some of the things of this game as a final video, so you guys can check that out in the link. As usual, thanks for watching. Leave a comment below which investigators you'd like to see us play, what great old one you'd like to see us play, and look forward to some more Eldritch Horror and other games here on Pontos Fathom Hobbies. Thanks for your support, and see you soon. Bye-bye.